Today we finally put our Hellcat swap Dodge Viper with a Transmasters built automatic transmission to the test. Now let's get this thing out on track, do some burnouts, make some good passes, and get ready to take on the competition.
Last year, we built our infamous mongoose for Motor Trend Presents Roadkill Nights powered by Dodge, and we're headed back.
We made it to the finals in 2022 against our friend Weston Chaplin. It was an epic event, and if you're looking for tickets to this year's event, go to the link in the description for tickets.
We set our two-step pretty conservative, so we're gonna kind of work up to a higher launch RPM. So we're gonna head up for our first pass, and we were just kind of running through the braking procedure, like the burnout procedure, what he has to do in the car now that it's automatic.
I'm excited. This is my first time racing an automatic transmission, especially on this beast of a car.
We had the two-step set too low, so we bumped it up. We're gonna try it again. Hey, that worked. That worked pretty well, huh? Oh, blew the glass off.
The trans brake leaves.
So I turned the two-step way too high. So now we know what not enough is, and now we know what too much is.
We lost the mirror. Did you see that?
Yeah, I got it.
Cool.
So it was still a little bit too much, or a lot of bit too much. So I dropped it another 1,000 on the two-step. So the transmission brake button is kind of being finicky, so we're gonna pull it back into the pit, see if we can fix it and try and get some more passes in. Greg ran over and got us a buff button. As you can hear, it clicking means it's working, which we're good. So we got a big buff boy now. We're gonna zip that up to the shifter so Ricky doesn't have to hold it and then drop it. That was sick. That's what I'm talking about.
That was it.
Wow.
How stable was that? Was that better?
Oh my dude, that was great.
Yeah, way better.
It went straight, barely any minimum movement on the steering wheel to keep it straight.
Sick.
It was definitely scary as hell because I wasn't expecting this thing to just shoot straight like that.
The car's working really well. The wrinkle walls, like you couldn't even read the Hoosier on the sidewall when you launched, and it lifted the front tires up off the ground. All right, made a couple changes, gonna head back out, do a couple hits here. Oh, Grego's just putting in work over here. Looking good, Greg. Greg's an expert at this stuff. This is Greg's home track, so he's here all the time.
I came back to the pits because my line lock cylinder got stuck, which is not good. I couldn't do a burnout. My trans brake didn't work the first time, but it worked the second time. Issues that cannot happen when we're trying to race because we can literally lose the race that way. Right, so replaced the relay. The only thing we could find is another 40 amp relay, and it's just still not doing the trick. So we're gonna just do rolling burnouts today just so we can keep practicing and I can get more familiarized with the car.
We're ditching the line lock for now because
No
it's messing up. But I'm just very excited because already just this many runs, we're already running way faster than last year. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can get my reaction.
Different car now, huh?
Oh my God, that is totally different. Whoa. Every time you see the Viper drive up until just now, it skates all over the place. It just hooks.
Okay, we just came back from Verona's with our car, and as you guys know, we had a few issues with our line lock, our trans brake button not being properly mounted. So Our line lock I ended up fixing. It was a simple fix. We literally just removed the relay and ran everything from a power to a fuse to the switch to the solenoid, and it's working perfectly. The next step that I'm gonna be working on, I'm gonna be working on our trans brake button. As you guys remember, it was zip tie here because we were testing it thanks to Gregos and this terminator switch, and it works perfectly. So now I'm actually gonna just hard mount it in place. That way, it's gonna look something like this. Cool, trans brakes installed, line locks fixed. The last thing to do today is the steering wheel. So let me show you. We got a Sparco sway steering wheel with a flat bottom, so Queen's big old legs can fit. And then we have a universal 2-button switch adapter plate for it.
For the NOS! NOS!
Yeah, man. What this will do, this will be, oh, that's kind of, oh man, that's not. I'm gonna have to modify this plate.
Are you gonna say too soon, Junior? Too soon, Junior.
So the whole point of this was for these things to be close to here, but it's not. So, all right, I'll modify that, no big deal. And then our hubs just showed up. This is what we've been waiting for this whole time. So now let's take apart our stock steering wheel. Let's hope that this fits. When we're doing a line lock hold to do a burnout or a nitrous, our right hand needs to be free so we can shift to second. We do a burnout on the Viper first gear and second gear, and we continue on second gear. And I can hold the line lock and shift at the same time. So for that case, we are gonna use our inside hold for a line lock button. And we decided to do them both on the left side. For you to do the line lock, you will have to overextend your thumb. And then the nitrous is gonna be more relaxed to be able to press it in without thinking about it. So that's why I came up with this.
Time to do an oil change on the Viper. We push this thing very hard. This thing makes a lot of power. We're doing a lot of passes. We want to keep this thing in tip top shape, running condition. That's why we use Mo tools. So let's get all the old oil out, get our new stuff in. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, that looks good actually. That looks really good already. Oh yeah. Dude, no particles, no like bearing material, nothing so far. I don't see any shimmer, there's no shimmer to it. A lot of times if you'll have like a lot of metal in the oil, you can actually, this has a magnet on the end of the drain plug and you actually kind of can pull the oil stream with it if there's metal in it. But that oil doesn't care. Sick, especially for how hard we abuse this thing. Motor oil is doing its job. It's putting in work and it's keeping this motor safe and together, which is what we need. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the throtl YouTube channel and turn on the bell notification so you don't miss a thing.
Oh, a little surprise.
Good.
What we got here?
All right, so we got some nitrous. It has a lot of stuff.
Should be the complete kit.
It's definitely complete.
Brian told me 100 shot. Start with 100 shot. He said we could probably go up to 200.
Bro, let's go 2.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
Actually, you know, let's make it 2. And Ari, I need it by tonight. 200.
Yeah, might as well.
Whoa. Is that going in the trunk or what?
Yeah, right there, bam.
A little later.
Evan mounted and made a custom bracket for the bottle. Mickey ran the main line. I did all the electronics and switches and stuff.
Let's load this thing on the trailer.
Let's load it up, baby.
We are back at Verona for the second test day. The Viper's back. We've solidified a bunch of things that were kind of intermittent with the car on the last test day. We got those solid.
Let's do it, baby. I hope everything I did works.
Guess who's back? Gregos! He's back!
Alright, I just went 630 straight off the trailer with just a test pass. That's pretty good. That means
That was like set it up exactly how we had it.
Everything that we did yesterday works. Everything. The line lock, the trans brake. The car's stupid fast. All of our numbers and our tuning, they're spot on.
You get a little adrenaline rush every pass?
Right before. Right before I'm like, and I'm shaking. Right before. And then once you take off, it's like.
So it's like excited nerves?
I don't. Did you guys see my head hit the back of the seat?
No.
Bro, that was a hard hit. I was like, doom.
We're going for pass number 2. Feeling good. Feeling good, Ricky?
Yeah.
numero dos.
Yeah. Let's go. We rebled the intercooler system for the supercharger. It's working well. We've got a tune. Ricky's uploading that onto our Diablo Sport Trinity right now. Then we're gonna put that in the car and go make a run and make sure we're all good.
It'll be good.
Yeah.
Till it's not.
We've also added a duct. So one of my theories is that it was sucking radiator air into the air intake system. So you have cold air coming into the front of the car, hitting the radiator, extracting the heat from the radiator, and then that's going into the intake and shooting the AITs through the roof. So we made a little plate out of cardboard and duct tape there that's going to separate those two coolers.
Let's go!
He's cutting -3.4 on the reaction through his red lighting, but it's like consistent. So I think if we want to get him to cut the perfect light, we need to pull a shim out. But so the trans brake button has like shims on it, and the further you push it down, the longer it takes you to pull it up.
I'm pretty confident driving the car now. Every steps I'm hitting. I did red line this last gear because I'm still trying to keep the car straight before I go to second gear. It's a lot to take care of, right? It's like take off, go straight, you know, hit the shifter. It's a lot to do, but I'm getting it.
Suiting up.
Let's go, bro. Holy freaking legroom, Ricky!
Sorry, bud. Get used to the gas and what the brake is. It's very, very close to each other. This year for Rookie Nights, we have a mentor and a mentee. We have 2 different races happening. This year, obviously, I'm the mentor and Quinn is our mentee.
Let's go, baby.
This is your first time drag racing.
I drag raced once and we blew the clips up.
So, first time really drag racing.
Are you testing them right now?
I'm testing them, yeah.
First gear,
You're at the line.
pull up, roll through the water. Someone tells me to stop. Foot on the brake, this button down.
Let go the brakes.
Burn out, burn out, burn
Yep.
out, burn out.
Stop
Second
the
gear, burn
second.
out, burn out, burn out. Let off,
Yep.
trans brake on, floor it, light, 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 off,
Pop.
and then dive.
Don't look at the shifter ever, just slap the second.
All right, so hold on. I thought this car was automatic. What's all this shifting?
It is
about?
automatic, but we still have to shift from first to second. There is an automatic freaking actuator you can buy for this thing to make it like fully automatic, but we don't have that right now. We're men around here.
So the valve body is not an automatic valve body. The valve body, we have to manually shift it. So if we want to make it an auto where you like put it in drive and then it does all that stuff for you, we need a different valve body. But that would make it not a drag transmission essentially.
So how does this shifter work?
So it's a slam shift, so that's park. There's a reverse detent and neutral, but this is your reverse. So in neutral or R, push either, it goes in reverse. So first gear, all you have to do is slam it. Second gear, and then third gear. So this track is not fast enough to be in third gear.
In third gear, correct. And where we're going is even shorter than this, so we definitely have to shift to third. Be aware of the initial impact.
I think my first pass, I'm not gonna go all the way through.
Put him over there. Put him on that side. Yeah, the impact on this is like nothing he's ever felt before. So it's gonna take him like 2 or 3 tries before he can actually recover from the impact and be like, okay, I need to shift or do whatever. Yeah.
He's seeing stars right now, huh?
Yeah. Right now his chest, I bet you, like.
I was nervous.
sure.
I was nervous for him.
Me too.
But he handled the launch good though.
Yeah,
He handled it good. That's good.
This Viper is 3 times scarier in the passenger seat than it is the driver's seat.
Really? Because you have no
I
control.
took the hit, I rolled it out, I rolled off, I was like, I got this. In the passenger seat, I was literally dying in the passenger seat.
Yeah.
Driving it is way different.
That's good news.
Yeah, it is good news.
All right, run it back.
That's my boy right there, baby! Woo! 6'4" for his first pass. That's awesome. You look
Really
good on the
good.
track. You look good.
Really good. It's crazy to me how much different being in the passenger seat is. Like, light speed different.
Yeah.
And like being a passenger in a car that's like fast, like you drive your FD, but you get driven in your FD, it's like, it's a completely different car.
Yeah.
At the extreme like this, it is so different. Because
That's good to hear.
I'm thinking about steering and shifting and all this stuff, like I don't feel the acceleration as much.
Good.
When you're in the passenger seat, that's all you're focused
Right.
on, right? That gave me a lot more confidence.
Good.
You making her what?
It's funny seeing Ricky up here because usually he's in the car and it's like Mickey or Grego's putting water down.
Damn.
Hell yeah.
Already dropped
Hell yeah.
0.1 of a second.
That was the best burnout we've had so far.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's got it figured out. Hopefully that helps.
How you feeling out there, Quinn?
Really good. That last pass was really good.
I do know later in the day, which it is a little later, we've been here for a few hours now, and the track temps do get really high, and that definitely affects the car.
The hotter the track gets, the less grip you have.
So this is probably the end of the day today then.
We're headed towards the end of the day for sure.
I'm feeling good in the car, Ricky feels good in the car, which is what the point of these days are. Test day number 3, we're feeling good. We made some adjustments. The name of the game today is Nitrous tuning and seat time for everybody. So Ricky's gonna go out for a few passes, I'm gonna go out for a few passes, and then we'll reconvene and start playing with Nitrous.
She's driving right. So that we have an issue on that rear right corner for sure. Because the car was never leaving like that before. It's leaving and kind of pulling right. You can see it as it gradually goes down the track. He's fighting it. It's not terrible, but definitely not what we want.
10. 10? Yeah, go back to 10.
It's only 100. All right, so Ricky just spun a little bit too much on the last run, so we wanted to double check the tire pressure, and yeah, the tire pressure came up to about 14 PSI. We're gonna drop it down to what, 10?
It swelled 4 PSI, we're gonna take it back down to 10.
We also made a little adjustment on the 2-step, so let's see how this next pass goes.
We're not drag racers, so we've been doing this enough now that we're figuring out what's the procedure to make things work when they're not working, and that honestly is the most rewarding part of this whole thing for me, is just understanding what drag racers have learned over the years.
Yeah, we do that before we go.
What's the next
What
change?
do we do? How
don't
do
know.
we?
Wow.
He's still a beast.
All right, mentor, mentee hopping in.
It's my boy Quinn's time now. Well, she definitely pulls a lot harder now.
That's what she said.
So he's gonna have to watch out for that. But he knows because he's been watching me take off, so he knows what to expect.
Someone playing the drums back there? Mick,
Sorry, dude.
keep it down.
Drum line, baby.
Drum line.
Check the wiring you did yesterday.
Oh, I know what happened.
Huh?
Intake fell off?
Did it? Ricky breaks every car he drives. I swear.
You got that Bluetooth.
Quick quality here.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
That was me.
It was you, huh?
Yeah.
The mentor. This is supposed to be your mentor here.
It is, huh? I love him though.
No seat time for our mentee.
Zip tie the intake back on.
Zip tie, huh?
Mm.
We got the zip tie god right here.
See what happens when Ricky's behind the wheel and I'm working on the car. This is not that. This is me behind the wheel, Ricky working on the car.
Baby,
He's flying, bro. What did Quinn do?
that's what's up. Manual adjustment, that's it.
How did he get 2 miles an hour faster?
Because you got the solid intake on.
Yeah,
Oh, it was
the
the intake
adjustment.
Okay.
All right, Nitrous tune is installed on our Diablo Sport. Thank you, Brian, for getting that to us very quickly. I also opened the valve on the Nitrous bottle. We are ready.
It's like that scene in the movie when I guess your bottle's in the trunk, but he like,
Yeah.
moves his seats forward.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
the bottle's
yeah,
in
yeah.
the seat, and
Fast
then,
and the Furious, come on, baby.
yeah.
You good? I'm about to see everything blurry like the movie.
.619, baby, 116. That's the fastest trap speed we've seen ever, actually. So 2 mile an hour gain. 619, 116.
No way!
Yes.
It felt slower.
Really?
Yeah.
See?
Where the bigger jets at?
Yeah, where the 200 shot at?
I didn't feel the NOS kicking in at all. I was like, man, this is weak. I only squeezed Nitrous in the second gear. Now I'm gonna squeeze Nitrous on first gear and second gear. And we'll see what that does.
Getting faster.
616 at 116 and a half. So we just gained another mile an hour and a half.
Woo, how was that?
You got a new PR, 616.
Let's go! It felt faster. It definitely felt faster.
Mentor this guy.
Usually after the burnout, I flip the switch to activate the NOS.
Yes. And then
First gear bump. Yeah, that's it. Check and bake, baby. It's like non-stop, 116, 116, 116. I was gonna come back around, and that was Nitrous on second gear only. Gonna come back around, do a Nitrous first and second, and see how he does.
I felt this last pass spin a bit out of the hole, but like mid-track and up, I can feel the Nitrous doing its thing.
It's a race in Michigan. It's gonna be an arm drop. There is no lights. There's no none of that. So it's gonna be a human being out there, making sure you're ready to go. Make sure you're ready to go. Arms up, and then they drop down, and then from there we take off. That's what I'm saying. Like the takeoff is the
Everything.
is everything.
We learned that the first year at Roadkill.
Yeah.
Hey, Ricky, Evan's gonna arm drop you.
Not the same when you're being rushed by the hands.
Alright, Ricky, this is one of our last passes, huh?
It's pretty much our last pass, just to make sure that Queen gets the arm drop testing. Everything else is dialed up. Let's see what happens. We're done, baby. I think we're done here.
All right, just getting over to SD Design House right now to pick up the final piece of the puzzle for our Viper project. Now, you guys have seen us wearing those jerseys. Those are gonna be dropping on August 16th, and I think in just 2 minutes, all of that is going to make a little bit of sense. So let's get inside and I'll show you guys what we're working on.
Viper all buttoned up, and we've got one more track day tomorrow, which we're gonna do off camera. You guys aren't gonna see that. The next time you see us and this Viper is gonna be in Detroit at Roadkill Nights. We're ready to rock and roll, aren't we, boys?
I'm so ready.
Let's go.
Let's go racing.